Happy New Year, guys. Welcome to Mixin' Business Mom. I'm happy to be back. Had to take a week off just to get my bearings. But I'm releasing a short today, and I'm also releasing this video. So I'm back. I'm doing it. And I finally feel healthy again. I was sick for a long time. I did not have COVID, but just regular sick happens too. So today's video is going to focus on goals. One big goal and how you're going to adjust your life to go around that. And the reason that we're focusing on that is because that's where my life is at. I want to focus on one big goal this year, and that is becoming a proficient dancer so that I can make myself marketable on Broadway, so that by the time I turn this year's birthday, I don't know if I'm comfy saying how old I'm going to be, but this year's birthday, so that by that time I can audition. Now, this was a goal of mine 2 years ago, but I didn't have a YouTube channel to help me stay accountable. So I'm excited to make it happen. Not stopping. Hashtag not stopping. And I'm excited that my kids are back in school starting today. And so I had this nice, lovely space to dance. So we'll start with a dancey video, and then we'll come back and talk about the rearranging of things to keep yourself very goal-oriented and how that can impact your life and your emotions and your new year. Okay? Okay, so you were seeing an hour and a half of my morning condensed down into such a short amount of time. But to me, this has been my big hang up, especially these last 2 years that I've been trying to be a dancer for much more than just a couple of years. And so I've been taking sporadic dance classes for my entire adult life. Before that, when I was a teen, I used to swing dance for fun. It was fun. But then it was work when I started in college. The classes are always so long, and I just don't want to, I can't, like, it's hard to focus for that long. So today I did a couple of things to trick myself. So this is a tip about how to, justify in your brain that your body is spending this much time. And so I listened to a podcast, and it wasn't a real class. It was an already pre-recorded online, I found it on YouTube. Thank you, YouTubers, for recording dance classes and putting them on there. But the content is out there. And so whether your goal this year is to do dance like me, or to do something else that just seems really, really time consuming to build those muscles, working out comes to mind. I mean, just running for even just 30 minutes, it's just a long time if you're not used to doing it. So trick your brain. I listened to a podcast while listening to the class because I've done the movements thousands of times. And so the podcast kept my brain occupied. And then I felt like I was learning something as I was learning something. And then also allowed myself to skip the parts of the class that I didn't think, like that I usually give me a mental block. So this wouldn't be possible in a regular class. You have to go, or you have to use the Zoom function and they see you. So I'm easing myself into it. I will get to those in-person and online classes, but this is my day one. So if you want advice on how to get through day one, this is it. The other thing too is scheduling. I am so lucky that I have this chunk of morning to practice. I did kick my husband out of the house. He went to the gym, and so I had the whole front room all to myself. That is a luxury that I did not always have. And baby girl, for the last 2 years was always underfoot. And my dance teacher, whenever I would show up, it was not often, but whenever I would show up, she would just praise the heck out of me. Thank you, Candy, for being so patient with my, little girl, just basically doing my ballet classes with me. Now, one extra thing. Is ballet the type of dance that I want to be doing all the time? No, I want to be in musicals. I want to be on Broadway. I've wanted that ever since I was in high school. So that's my dream, that's my goal, and I will get there building those dancer muscles. But I have a great ballet teacher, so I want to be good for her. And I also have, we'll be starting soon with a specifically musical theater instructor. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited about that. One last inspirational thought. I want you to think about every time you've tried to start this goal or this resolution, if you want to go all New Year's with it. I want you to think of every time you've tried to start this goal and failed. Don't worry. We're going to get to the good part. But for right now, I want you to think of that fail. I want you to change the way you view that failure. And you can change it in whatever way is best for your personality. When I was younger, I changed that failure by thinking of the people who I felt like were contributing to my failure, like every dance teacher I ever had in college. There were a couple of good ones, but no one told me I could do it. Literally none of the dance teachers I had in 4 years of theatrical training at school told me that I could do this, or told me I needed to spend this many hours in order to do it, or gave me a blueprint. Okay, so in college at the time, every time I'd have an audition for those people, or even for people outside of that, I would think, I will show them. And that was right before I would go into the audition. So usually I had pretty angry, dancey bits. Especially if this isn't something presentational that you're working on, and you can be angry while you're running, or you can be angry while you're working out, or you can use that powerful anger and say, I will show them, I will show everybody that I can do this, that just the act of doing it means that I can do it. So that worked for me in the past, and maybe that will work for you. But I have one further tip. Again, you're going to think of the times that you've tried to do this before. But instead of thinking of each of those times as a failure, you're going to think, well, I know how to do this. I've done it before. That is exactly what my body felt and my brain was thinking as you were watching what I did. Every time I'd have to do a tendu or like a plie, dancers know what those words mean, or even just being in my kitchen living room area, I thought about the times that I had been in that exact position doing that before. And I thought, well, I can do this. I've done it before. And this time there isn't a little tiny baby girl running under my feet about to trip me. So it was great. And my body knows these movements. For today, or when you're trying to get back into your habit, or if you're trying to do something completely new, I want you to think about all the times that you might have tried that before and it didn't work. And now now you get this renewed opportunity that's so much easier this time because you know what to do. You've tried this before. You know what to do, especially at the beginning. So go do it. And then if this is, I don't know if that advice will work for something completely brand new, like you might be starting to learn how to rock climb. But break it down further than that. As a piano teacher too, I often tell my students to break it down. You know, prep everything so that you can get out of the house. You know how to do that bit. So if you broke it down into that segment, then that segment's easy, right? And then break it down into the next part of it. If you're rock climbing, let's go with the rock climbing analogy. You have to sign up at the rock climbing gym, right? Well, you've had customer service interactions before. Go talk to that receptionist, go get the paperwork, do your thing. That section's easy. And then the next part, you might think about past times that you've had to rely on authority figures, and think about maybe classes you've taken or people that have shown you how to do stuff before. You're gonna have to get into that rock climbing equipment, and they're gonna give you your training so that you don't hurt yourself, right? And so give yourself over to that process. Trust the person, trust the instructor, and be a good student in that moment. And we can even break this down further into what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm probably not going to want to dance tomorrow because I'll be a little sore from today, but I'm going to have my plan in my mind. In fact, right after I'm done making this video, I'm going to go purchase my very first online class. First of the new year. I've done online classes before with my same teacher. Hi, Candy. And then I'm going to make sure that I have that all set up for tomorrow so that I don't chicken out. So I've already spent the money. Okay? Set yourself up for success. Now, the reason I know all of this stuff is because I've been practicing ever since 5 months ago, about how to be good at forming new habits. And I've been reading my source materials, and I've been doing my little habits, like doing my makeup. I did my makeup today. So let all of those wins snowball here and help you as you approach this new thing. And stay with me as I continue on this journey. If I can do it, you can do it. Remember, I'm not special. I am not important. I'm just, no one's ever heard of me before. I'm just me. I'm just Rachel. I'm just Mixin' Business Mom. If I can do it, you can do it too. Okay? And you saw my dancing, right? Not impressive. But we'll do like a before and after. I'm so excited for 6 months from now so that we can do like a side-by-side of that same choreography and go, hey, I'm better. So I hope that motivates you. I hope that gets you into a groove. I have a lot of energy surging through me just because of everything that I've done and accomplished this morning. So I'm hoping that carries into tomorrow. I really am. I hope for you too. I hope that all of this carries into your next time that you do it. Because I don't want to give up this time. Do you? Don't give up this time. # not stopping. Okay? Don't stop. Keep going. But I'll see you next week. Bye.